Sports is brought to you by All Out Auto Repair, home of the $46 Saskatchewan and $66 Alberta Safety Inspection. Your complete automotive repair.
Mike joins us on the desk now with a first look at sports, and I was one of almost everyone at our station who went to see the game last night, and it was quite a nail-biter for the Bobcats.
It was a great game. There were so many fans there. CBC was there, but some people forgot that there was still a game to be played. After coming off a big weekend against the Fort McMurray Oil Barons, the Lloydminster Bobcats were looking to take that momentum into their game against the Sherwood Park Crusaders. In the first, the Bobcats looking to open the scoring. Topher Flanagan feeds Preston Kopech, but he can't finish. Later on, Mike Zagregan with the backdoor feed to Kyle Harris, but he can't get in the empty net either. Later in the frame, Bobcats on another man advantage, and this time capitalized. Jeff Lorenz picks up the puck, walks all the way to the front and roofs it to make it 1-0 after 1. Early in the second period, Lorenz at it again. This time looking for his second of the night, but he can't beat Tompkins on the plate. With Lloyd a man down, Matty Marcineau picks off Danny Smith's pocket and sends Harris in all alone. But Tompkins with a huge stick save. And just as the power play is expiring, Garth Willeen picks up the rebound at the side of the net, puts it home. The Crew take the advantage and tie the game. The Cats look to have retaken the lead right after that, but Lorenz the goal's called off because he runs the goalie. That's a tough one though. So it stays tied heading into the third, and just 38 seconds in, Smith with the dangle there, and then dangle on Harris, dishes it to Jesse Hilton. He snipes it upstairs past Chase Martin. Crusaders have their first lead of the game, and with the goalie pulled, Cats tie it up. Flanagan picks up the rebound for 17th of the year, heading to overtime, but 12 seconds in, Quenville drives the net and goes 5-hole on Martin. Crusaders pick up the extra point in the one, taking it 3-2.
This team that we played tonight, their goaltender played well. Our team didn't make the commitment they needed to make to play and to win the game tonight. We had no traffic in front of them. It's easy to make saves when you're standing in front of the net on your own.
We ran into a hot goalie tonight. We didn't bury on our chances. We had a few, and their goalie came up great. The end goal, the ref missed off the face-off. The puck didn't touch the ice, so should have been blown down. But, refs missed plays, so Quenville got a chance, and he's the kind of guy that's not going to miss on a chance like that.
I guess the ref told me that I was in the crease the whole time when I scored the goal, so he waved it off, which I've never heard of before, so I have no idea why it wasn't a goal.
The Lloydminster Bobcats were as good as gone last year when they received news their ownership accepted an offer from Brent Stark, who planned on moving the team to Whitecourt. The community had under 1 month to make a counter-offer and keep the team in the border city. Cassie Campbell and the rest of the CBC crew are in town filming a feature for Hockey Day in Canada, showing off the heroic efforts shown by the city. Campbell, a former Canadian women's hockey champion, was in town earlier in the year for the Evening of Champions. When she heard about the Save the Bobcats story, she knew it had to be recognized on CBC's Hockey Day in Canada, February 11th.
The fact that this team literally was so close to being gone, and the fact that in a month and a half to maybe 20 days, this community came together to save their team, I haven't heard a story like that before. Over 80 businesses stepped up and purchased the team, which was a relief for players and coaches.
We were half a step from going to Whitecourt, and no offense to Whitecourt, but the boys wanted to stay here and play here in Lloyd, and our community stepped up and kept us.
Well, obviously it was awesome for the community to rally around us, and I know I'm the only guy to say thanks. The whole team feels that way, and it was great to see that, and we're really happy we're here.
Many people don't realize that a lot of teams are struggling across Canada to stay alive, so a story like this really raises awareness.
Even though this is a larger city, who's kidding who, it sort of epitomizes what happens in small town Canada, where hockey in the hockey arena is everything. And even if you don't necessarily play the game, you're down here socializing with the people on Saturday nights or Friday nights, and you're coming down to visit to see what the local teams are doing.
Hopefully it's a sign that hockey is here to stay in small town Canada.
There could be more exciting news for the city in the near future.
We're also in the running for some pretty exciting stuff. We have the potential maybe to be the host for Hockey Day in Canada 2013. So this is the first step to that.
That is your first look at sports. Gerard is in next with weather.
Sports is brought to you by Dedham Chrysler.
To really experience a world-class Dodge and Chrysler automobile,
You have to drive it.
visit Dedham Chrysler Lloydminster today.
Losing a player at any point of the season can be hard. When it's your leading scorer and captain, well, that's just devastating. Matt Schumann had the chance to see how the Lloyd Comp Barons captain, Leah Sidork, is handling her injury on this week's Superstar Next Door.
Leah Sidork got interested in playing basketball in the 4th grade. Now in grade 12, Leah has proven she is one of the best players every time she's on the court.
She works harder than anybody. She's a great example for the younger players that way. You know, you find her out, getting herself in shape in August for, basketball season that starts in November.
All that hard work in the offseason paid off as Leah was named the captain, a decision the rest of the team says is a perfect fit.
She's a really good leader. She'll always tell you if you're doing something wrong, she'll help you with it, or she'll tell you where you should be. And she's great to listen to. She knows what she's talking about, definitely. It's really good. It feels good to be the role model, and there's another, Desiree is also our co-captain, so it's good to have us both because we've both played together since grade 7, and it's nice to have doing it together and just be role models on the team.
But this past weekend in Camrose, the Barons took a huge hit as Leah broke her right arm after finishing a layup. Despite the loss, Leah says it will be a huge learning curve as she goes through her recovery.
It's really rough, especially being in grade 12 years, my last season, but it's just a bump in the road and you have to get past it.
There were some tears, okay? Like some of the girls were obviously visibly upset because they knew how much Leah brings to the team. But on the other hand, they also, she's right there. One day out of surgery here, and here she's sitting on the sideline, cheering the girls on. So they know that she's here for moral support.
Once Leah's arm is back to 100%, she will be looking to complete her goal and get herself a college scholarship. Grote says he can see her taking her basketball career to the next level.
She came to me before the season saying that she wants to play college basketball. She's asking me what does she need to do to be able to, present herself in the best possible light for the coaches. And, up to this point, she was doing it all.
Matt Schumann, NEWCAP Sports.
Brought to you by your local BRP dealer. Power Merchants of St. Paul, Norsask of North Battleford, and RecTech Power Products of Lloydminster, your local BRP dealers.